That's not too bad. Let's get that putty tat out here. Where'd you go? Hello? Here, come and get your tent. You can come out and check it out, okay? Come here. Oh, I know. There you go. Get your bed in a minute. Am I going to want my swivel seat? Probably. It does come in handy at the end of the night. There you go, bud. All right. Now, let's get this bad boy out. Well, I guess if we can get this bad boy out, it can help hold this whole situation down. However, I was specifically referring to this. What can I say? I like camp chairs. This is as good a time as any to once again mention the incredible family in Calgary, Alberta that operate Craze Outdoors. Been around my channel for a while. You're very aware of who they are and what they do. So forgive me for repeating myself, but they definitely deserve to be talked about ad nauseum because they are amazing people. And yeah, they own and operate a camping store called Craze Outdoors. It is a camping store, overlanding equipment, van life gear, nomadic lifestyle things, even prepper lifestyle things, right? They got it all. And I have been fortunate enough to acquire a lot of my gear from them. Some of my gear that I had before I even had the great fortune of meeting them, they do carry. So it behooves me to shout out and let you all know that if you are looking for camping gear, that is a great place to start. You know, primarily if you're in Canada, yes. But if you're visiting from the United States, I highly encourage you to stop in if you happen to be in Calgary and say hi to everybody. Or if you're anywhere else in Canada and you are looking for camping gear, hop on their website. There is always so much to be had, and it just, you're supporting local. Their business has been doing very well. If you know, you know, which is a large part thanks to the incredible generosity here. And yeah, I mean, if you're going to shop online, it's your first time ordering, you can use a promo code VanLife Plus checkout, save yourself 10%. But I would encourage you to go in and actually meet them. They're great. Business is going very well. They're actually hiring a couple more people. I was just in there the other day talking to Conrad, and him and his dad Jason primarily run the store, but it's a family, all hands on deck sort of operation. And yeah, this was a chair that I spotted. They had it on display. I sat down in it. Of course, it's buffalo check, red and black plaid. Although, I mean, it's more like red and gray. Let's get serious. Black on this side, but is this the right way? No, it's upside down. And it was very comfortable. And I'm surprised it's taken me this long to actually open it. But no, Conrad hooked me up with it, which is super kind of him. I can't even go in there to support them myself. Like with my own money. He just refuses to allow me to do that. So the least I can do is let you all know about it. It's a very different sort of camping chair than other ones that I've had in the past, but it's just so comfy and cozy. And like I said, most of the gear you see me use, especially today, the Solo stove, albeit they don't carry Solo stove anymore, but I got that from them. Jetboil, my primary camping stove I use. Those tent tags and the hammer I got from them. This camping mat. The big fat pussy I acquired on my own well before I met them. Yeah, like there's just so many things that come in handy when you live in this lifestyle. I can't even begin to list all the ones that I have, but if you see me using it and it seems pretty cool, chances are it's from them. So if you're interested, link in the description below. You can check out their website. Like I said, if you're in town, just stop on by. Oh, don't break it just after I've gotten it out. Oh my God. This is so cozy though. Oh, that is very empty. I think we can do something about that. Yeah, now it's a complete package. Yeah, so this one specifically is the Aurora chair by Kuma, and I do have my other Kuma chair. I do not remember at this exact moment what it's called, but they make great products. The mat is Kuma as well, but this one is just, it's a lot lower. There's no armrests or anything. It's nice and padded, super thick, right? And even it got a little pocket right here betwixt your legs where you can put your cellular device or even a small tablet. Let's see a demonstration of that. Phone, pocket, right in there. I'm definitely going to forget I put that there. But yeah, I found it very interesting. Like, it didn't look like it would be comfortable for me, but like with my back surgery and the constant pain I find myself in and all that stuff, I'm always on the lookout for something that can just give me a little bit more comfort. And it's not like I'm trying to sell you this chair by any stretch of the imagination, but I was very surprised when I sat in it in the store, and I actually ended up sitting in it for a good 20-25 minutes having a conversation with Conrad, and I couldn't say no because it's even more comfortable than my other chair. So that's it. It's basically why I wanted to come camping. Use my new chair. Am I an insane person? Probably, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, I don't think you even need your bed right now, do you? It's pretty warm. Might not be the best bet. And of course, the inconvenience of Tortuga is now rearing its ugly head. I mean, it's defining the balance, because it was very convenient to have my own washing machine and dryer to wash my clothes, but I then forgot to bring them back to the good ship Lucky, so I don't have any tank tops right now, other than this OG one. So let's see if it still fits. Because I don't know why when I saw low 20s in the forecast that I thought for a second I'd be able to get away with a t-shirt, let alone a party shirt over top of it. I run hot, and low 20s in July is still very hot for me. It fits. That's not too bad. Now that is a throwback. I think this one, I had this, what was it, the spring store, I think? My first merch line. Glad I have it, because as breezy as it is, yeah, it's summertime. Well, I'm not going to complain about the new position of POS, because I do like it a lot better than having it completely over the door. It makes way more sense. But as I figured out when I was installing it, getting back into the Thule once POS is deployed isn't exactly the easiest thing to do. I don't even know if it's going to be possible. But I forgot to get my little camping table out. And if I'm going to cook while I do the live stream, I'm definitely going to want a surface that's not, well, you know, all the way up here while I'm doing it. So I want to see if I'm able to get the Thule open. And if I can press the release, then lift it up, and then not have it come back down. Okay, here's what we're going to do. As soon as I let it go, it latches again. So I'm going to push in the release, lift up the lid. Reason number 92 to have a Leatherman. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. Sorry, Leatherman. Not today. Stole your thunder. I was able to jam it up a little bit. Although I don't know if that amount of pressure is going to allow me to release this one now. Uh-oh. Yeah, I know, it's some quality content, but I can't. I might have to use a Leatherman. I think the first time I did this, I used my wallet. Okay, so shove the Leatherman up there. Okay, cool. Hopefully this works. So the nonsense that I'm doing is once I've unlocked the Thule, I can press in the lock to release the latch so this can lift up. But then what happens as soon as I let go of it, it latches itself. Not locks, but it latches itself. So ideally, you have access to both of these buttons, and you can release the latches and then open it up. It's not happening right now. So I've released the latch, and we got the Leatherman slapped up here. Maybe this is reason 73 to always have a Leatherman on your hip. Can we get it now? Yep, there we go. soon as I open it, though, the Leatherman is probably going to go ass over tea kettle. There he goes. Okay. Now, can I get high enough to see where my table is? Oh, darn it. I thought it was right here on this end. Oh, well, part of it is. There's the legs. Where's the table top? Hello? Huh, maybe it's down at the other end. Ugh. Thank you for your service. Yeah, there it is. Come here. Come on, and then close the toolie back up. There we go. So it's not exactly the most ideal, but completely doable. There we go. Table for cooking not steak street tacos. This didn't come from Craze Outdoors. That was Amazon. That was a gift from a subscriber. But I'm pretty sure Kuma makes something like this. So. What do you say, Penny? How can I tell we're back camping? Yuck. Obviously, that's what the baby wipes were for. Why? What did you think they were for? You happy about it? So I don't think I'm going to mess around with my Starlink dish. Whoops. If I go into my alignment here, hiya, you see that the dish is more or less pointed north. It could be moved a little bit. It does say it's incorrect, but that's because it's mounted to the roof and not on its little kickstand. I am not going to dismount it and pull it out just to correct that tiny little bit of an arrow there. We'll just go with what we have, eh? Do a quick speed test. And come in here and boom. And I just did one of these. It wasn't too bad. Should be enough for a live stream. What do you think, Penny? You're in charge of internet speeds. Do you think this is going to be enough? We're going to try, aren't we? Another good reason this spot's so nice. I got my own private bush. All right, you've been sufficiently watered. I'm gonna go for a little bit of a rip around this campground, which means you got to get your furry butt back inside. You gonna go on your own volition? Ooh, the zipper's acting a fool here. There you go. All right, back inside. Good girl. Okay, I will be back momentarily. I figured I might as well do my walk here, so I didn't get to it this morning. That hike in the last camping trip, hike, all right, yeah, I'm playing it fast and loose with the word hike, that is for sure, but for me it really truly was up a mountain. Even though it wasn't very long, it was a path up a mountain, so I'm saying I climbed a mountain. It did still give me a little bit more inspiration to get out and start doing this more frequently, and I didn't do anything today or yesterday, so I'm off to a great start. But this is a real easy campground to get around. It's just 2 loops. And so I figured, let's do it. Take a peek at the water and see how busy the other loop is. This campground I came to years ago. I'm talking well before my van life. Didn't know it existed. Came out here then with a group of friends. I think on a whim, if I'm not mistaken. And it's oddly become this weird core memory for me. It was a very interesting trip, you know. It was a campground I wasn't used to, very barren, no shade to speak of, and I believe it was August, so it was hot. I had my Tacoma, I had my little Napier truck bed tent set up with the Tacoma. Our friends had a tent trailer, and we made the most of it for a couple nights. And it was actually really cool because a thunderstorm rolled in. And that's the one thing that's really nice about the prairies. It's all very flat around here. So when a storm rolls in, you can see it coming miles away. And I was actually able to capture some very cool lightning with just my iPhone. And for whatever reason, that specific trip stuck with me. So as armpity as this campground seems, it holds a fond memory for me. It's funny. It's also funny that I'm now doing this new style of vlogging, holding the camera out like this with my right hand, when I prefer to hold my walking stick in my right hand. So if it seems awkward when it's the other way around, that's why. All right. I'm an adult. I'll do whatever I want. Ooh. Well, this is my loop here. The other loop's way over there. And in betwixt them is the day use area boat trailer parking. I don't know if there's a way for me to get over there. I may have made a wrong turn. Well, maybe not. Maybe there's a path over here. Ah, how perfect. They thought of everything. Unlike me, I once again have my bloody Converse. I even had the thought before I left Tortuga to at least grab my Skechers, which have much better comfort for walking, and I did not remember them. Hashtag sad day. That's all right. Act macho. We'll be just fine. Our feet will just be a little bit more upset with us. See what sort of state the boat launch is in. Doesn't look like much of a boat launch. Just looks like it's... Is it just a gravel launch? Oh no. There's some cement slab looking pieces down there. Okay, cool. Yeah. There's that other loop over there. When I was here that other time, we were way over there. So I remember walking here to get to the water. I don't think the sites over there that are lakeside are very close to the water. I think you gotta kind of have to trudge through some bush. Whereas the ones here, I can see somebody has like a little mini shelter set up right on the water, just a few steps down from their campsite. I was gonna say, yeah, this sure beats sitting at Tortuga playing video games. It doesn't. It's just equally enjoyable for me. Oof. Alberta dirt water. I'm not going swimming, but that's not that cold. Probably when I was out at BC rebuilding Lucky would be my guess. Yeah. Whew. No real firewood and no fire starter. Good thing we've got all of this masking paper. Don't really need a fire yet, per se. I save it for the live stream. I'd rather get it ready now anyway. Let's try to do the teepee. Got a log cabin is just so much better. Actually, for only being here one night, this will probably be more than enough wood. Back there. Right, and because it's so breezy, I mean, that's another reason why it's really good to have the solo stove. It's a smokeless design, and the wind isn't going to F with it. The wind will, however, F with my jet boil stove. So I don't think I'm going to even bother pulling that out. I also don't think I have enough propane anyway. Well, I don't know. I've been pleasantly surprised at just how long these green propane bottles last. But we've got power, so maybe I won't risk that or the wind ruining my tacos. Oh, good Lord. Clearly have too much stuff back here still. I'll just use the induction cooktop again. Okay. Is there anything else back here that I'll need? Since I'm back here. Ooh. My socket set's trying to abscond with itself. Oh yeah, do I have a battery? I don't think so. I think I left all my Ryobi batteries back at Tortuga. It's too bad. I wanted to use my little Bluetooth speaker, but... Hi, Penny. Can't do that without a battery. I'll find the balance eventually. I swear it. Apparently, this weekend is not that weekend. Okay. Just need to take a picture for the thumbnail of the live stream, and the awning's looking very crooked. I think it's just the way it looks from that angle. Maybe we'll make it swoop down just for a photo. And then I think I'm pretty much good to go. I'm going to sit my ass in that new chair and relax, because my back started to give me shit for walking all over this campground. These bloody Converse. See you in a bit. All right. Live stream done. I had to put a shirt back on because it's gotten chilly. Had a fire, had some tacos. This was the whole setup for said live stream. Using my webcam from the streaming room in Tortuga. Penny even hung out with us here at the end. She was very chill. Although speaking of chill, she's probably getting chilly. It's probably time to put her back into the good ship Lucky, as well as myself. I've got a bunch of dishes to do. Tacos went very well. Of course, they went. What do I mean? The tacos went very well. Yeah, into my belly. But yeah, I've got dishes to do in the van now, so it's a good thing we've loaded up with paper towel and vinegar. So that's going to be my plan for the foreseeable future. Actually, I think I might. Yes, I ripped through the entire bag of kindling and the solo stove. That's all that's left in there. I am kicking myself for not remembering to get firewood. But again, shout out to Dave's super chat. Thank you so much, my man. He said, for firewood next time, we have to do everything. Sheesh. Not sheepish. All right. I'm going to walk the garbage over to the garbage, I think. Stretch my legs. Now, sitting in that chair, man, my back was hurting at the beginning. But this chair, I'm telling you guys, at least in my experience, post-back surgery, very nice. All right, we got our garbage. I mean, it's full. I'm just going to generate more garbage when I do dishes, but that's okay. Penny, I'm not going to leave you out here while I go for this walk, though, all right? Come with me. I'll get you back into the van. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, no. You like your spot out here? Sorry. Don't worry. It just be getting chilly. Well, I know you're wearing a fur coat, but still, there you go. And we'll move our chair over here. Oh, right, that as well. We'll grab her bed. Oh, and the plastic from the guacamole. All right, your bed is back from whence it came, Miss P. and I will be right back. Well, I gotta give a shout out now. I just got back from taking the garbage out. I was updating Patreon. I came back here like a fool. I left my computer out. Probably ill-advised, but the live stream is over. However, after it ended, a super chat came through from username VIP Pools and Spas for $100. Says, this is Rob from Ontario. I've watched you since the start, but in the background when I'm doing my paperwork. Sorry, I don't do Patreon, and this is the best I can do. Keep doing what you're doing. So Rob, thank you very much, sir. I saw it. I wasn't able to reply to it because the live stream was over. But that is awesome, my man. Thank you so very much. All right, nighty night. See the framework for the chair out there? It's another feature of that chair that makes it really cool. I don't know if it's gonna rain tonight. It might. That's a constant thing that happens when you're camping. Oh, it might get rainy overnight. Your stuff might all get wet. So the chair, well, I can't show it right now. I'll show it in the morning or in the next video, but it's the padding, the actual seat I just took off of the frame, folded it up, and it's behind the swivel seat right now, so it's not gonna get wet. And the frame, I'm assuming, is aluminum. It's under POS, so it might have been fine. But if the wind came in and destroyed POS, I'd have a wet chair in the morning. Potentially. Anyway, I just thought that was cool and convenient. So another great little feature for that chair from Craze Outdoors. Okay, and now it is time to clean myself. I'm covered and off. We are back in the good ship Lucky, getting ready for bed. We're going to kick off to flat-footed shoes. My goodness. Keep out all the ne'er-do-wells. Reminds me of this side as well. Yep. Say goodnight to the beautiful sunset out there. Close this up. All right. And speaking of Craze Outdoors, as we have been doing all evening. Hello, Miss P. I come back here, I believe. Did I put them here? Yes. Outdoor wipes. 2XL size. Basically the size of a towel. These will help me get nice and clean and get that off of me. I've been using these for a while. I mean, here, let's do this. I mean, in a pinch, the baby wipes would work as well. But like I said, these things are large. They're available at Craze Outdoors. You can pick them up there as well. And they were a staple of the latter part of my van life for sure, because if you're new around here, you might have not heard me say it, but I'm a sweaty boy. Hang on, there's a mosquito in here. Oh, I see you make your first mistake. Darn it! By my light. It's summertime in the van. Ha! Got him. Oh, it's not a mosquito. Yuck. Oh. But yeah, these were a staple in the latter years of my van life. For a sweaty boy like me, they come in clutch. So, it's the next best thing you can do when you are absent a shower. Okay, and Editor Matthew, why don't you just find some sort of, I don't know, B-roll of Penny to put in here so the Karens aren't offended. Huh! No, I'm not done yet. Okay, and all cleaned up. And I hope you appreciate this. I don't sleep in a t-shirt. I put this on just for you, so your sensitive eyes don't have to see. I believe, yep, I left my toothbrush and my toothpaste in here. Everybody just calm down. I have another set of both of these in Tortuga. But there was one less thing to have to worry about schlepping back out to the van when I wanted to leave on an impromptu camping trip. Hard toothpaste. Charming. I know. Well, you know what, everybody? I think I'm going to leave this one here. It was a fun day getting out here. I'm enjoying it. Enjoyable live stream. It's actually quite pretty out. It's nice and calm. Maybe the weather will continue to behave. But for the rest of the evening, I'm just going to crawl into my little clubhouse on wheels in the back there. Probably do some editing. Maybe even play some Switch. Because like I said, it doesn't have to be either or. It could also be both. I'm going to leave this one here, you guys. Thank you so very much for watching. And until the next one, just go out there, be happy, be creative, be yourselves. Most importantly, be positive. Remember, you can't make everybody happy because you're not tacos.